So I'm doing voice message because I'm driving right now. But I've actually thought about making my own YouTube channel for a while, just talking about, first off, advocating for the expanded universe, but also talking about the current state of Star Wars, both in the political behind the scenes from a business standpoint and as a production company that makes movies, TV shows, comics and books, video games, all that stuff. And then I guess my channel might also talk about Disney in general, or just the current state of movies, but or not. I don't know, because that's like you have channels like the Critical Drinker who also does stuff like that. I'm not sure though. We'll see. But people keep telling me that I should because I'm very well thought out. I apparently speak very well, very well spoken. And when I argue with people, I often talk about things as if I'm trying to understand the opposing side's perspective before I make my argument, so that it sort of like strengthens my argument or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. I might actually do this. I think it's a good idea. I got here first. Yeah, get out of my way. But we'll see. But I'm really sick and tired of the current state of Star Wars right now, and not just because I'm a Legends fan, right? I grew up with the expanded universe, but that's not the only reason why, right? And you can use this, by the way, if you want. You can you can record this and put it in one of your videos. That's fine. But for me, anyways, I'm a long-time, dedicated, very knowledgeable Star Wars fan, right? And I grew up with the expanded universe, the Lucasfilm. Oh man, I did not want to splash you. Sorry, dude. With the Lucasfilm multimedia project, right? And part of that, I grew up with the Clone Wars TV show, right? And while I enjoy the Clone Wars, with a lot of things made by Dave Filoni, right, in the Filoniverse, the Clone Wars, Rebels, The Mandalorian especially, oh my god, The Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, right, I have to, and The Bad Batch, I keep forgetting about that show because it sucked. I have to turn my brain off in order to enjoy it. And I shouldn't have to do that as a Star Wars fan, right? But right now, a lot of Star Wars content is being written for casuals. And then there's a little bit of member berries and cameos written in there. But mostly it's for casuals. And while that's certainly good, because we're getting less knowledgeable Star Wars fans into Star Wars, and we have newer Star Wars fans getting into Star Wars, younger Star Wars fans getting into Star Wars. That's great. That is. But don't forget about the fans who have given so much, who have dedicated themselves to Star Wars, who have invested so much into it. Fans like you and me, right? Right, but one of the biggest issues for expanded universe fans, right, is like, for example, me, right? I'll have conversations with Star Wars fans. Someone will be like, "Hey, do you see the new episode of The Mandalorian?" I'll be like, "Yeah, it was cool." And they're talking about Mandalorian culture as if they know everything about it, and I'm just rolling my eyes because that show is, nothing about that show or hardly anything about that show actually depicts proper Mandalorian culture. And outsiders might think, oh, well, it's just a fictional universe. Like, it's a film franchise. Why do you care so much? But, that's that's where the ignorance comes in. You can't turn left here, man. Sorry. But it's not. It's not just a fictional universe to me. First off, our society is heavily influenced by the entertainment that we consume, right? Be it fiction or not, right? So that's, you can't just say, oh, well, it's fiction, it doesn't matter, because that's absolutely not true. It does. Dude, the speed limit is 10 miles above what you're going. Jesus fucking Christ. I would honk at people, but I live in Philly, and that usually gets a gun pointed at your head. So, haha, I love this city, city of brotherly love. Anyways, what was I saying? Right. So, Star Wars is a fictional universe, right? But it's had such an impact on my life. I was a kid. I kind of, maybe I was more aware or more intelligent for my age when I was younger, so I didn't really feel like I fit in, so I used martial arts as an outlet, and I used Star Wars as an escape, right? So I grew up with Drive. Come on. So I grew up with this universe meaning a whole lot to me. Mandalorians especially, like, here's the thing, right? So Mandalorians, Karen Travis's Mandalorians. Hold on, sorry, dude. Hold up. Mandalorians especially, right? Karen Travis's Mandalorians, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, Star Wars The Old Republic, Jango Fett Open Seasons, all of that stuff. Like, Expanded Universe Mandalorians, more than anything in Star Wars, at least by my observation, has... Alright, hold up. This person's driving slow as fuck. Anyways, has had the most impactful influence on so many, in such a real sense, on so many Star Wars fans, more so than anything else in Star Wars that I have seen, right? So you might say the Mandalorians are fictional people and it's a fictional culture, but, like, look at the impact it's had on so many fans. That's not fiction. That's very real. The impact it has had on a lot of people, myself included, right? So it was created by fiction, sure, or created as fiction. It was created as fiction, sure, but the the impact it has had is very real, and how it impacts our lives, very real, right? So a lot of people see it as a, like, pseudo-real culture, and so to see that culture be absolutely butchered by Dave Filoni, like, it hurts, right? But that's what's been happening in Star Wars since he came on, with regards to characters, concepts, ideas, events, the cultures, all of that, right? But any fan who speaks out about this, we get persecuted, right? Because, how can you speak ill about Dave Filoni? He's a savior. He's Disney's poster child, right? Like, he was George Lucas's successor. No, he's not. Like, it's just, it's ridiculous. Oh, another thing I didn't mention was that there's no love at all, right? Like, it is all about the money, and everyone sees it, but no one says shit about it, and that's a big problem.